We begin tonight in Indonesia, where the country is choosing its next leader. People have gone to the polls to cast their ballots in the presidential election, and now vote counting is underway. The outcome will determine who will lead the world's fourth most populous nation after incumbent President Joko Widodo, who has been in office for 10 years. Joining us now from Jakarta is our colleague, NHK World's Tura Tirakao-san. Tura, what's the latest?
People here in Indonesia are watching closely as unofficial counts for the presidential election come in. Data from a media outlet and private groups show that Defense Minister Prabowo Subianto has a significant lead over the other two candidates. Votes still remain to be counted, and the official results are weeks away. Prabowo cast his ballot early on Wednesday. He describes himself as Joko's successor and has pledged to continue the president's policies. But among those critical of the current administration, former Jakarta Governor Anies Baswedan has been courting votes.
I hope all goes well with the election, and my message to everyone is, it's time for change.
Meanwhile, former Central Java Governor Ganjar Pranowo says he will keep President Joko's main policies, including the planned relocation of the country's capital.
We will show the quality of Indonesia's democracy today. We will show we can face this challenge.
The vote is one of the world's biggest single-day elections, with more than 200 million people eligible to cast a ballot. Voters went to more than 820,000 polling stations across the country. This morning, I visited one located in the center of Jakarta. People stepped into voting booths and punched holes in ballots printed with photos of the candidates. Their votes will decide the country's first new leader in a decade. I spoke with some people today about how they felt.
President Joko places great importance on road construction. But I'm sure people are more interested in cheaper food.
I hope that Indonesia will progress and improve, that there will be no corruption, and that the fight against corruption will become more aggressive.
The Election Commission says it will likely take about a month for the official results. If no candidate wins a majority of the votes, a runoff election will be held in June. We turn now to NHK World's Cecilia Sina Bareba, who has been closely following the election. Now, Cecilia, some survey institutes say that Prabowo has a commanding lead, but he faced criticism during the campaign over nepotism, as his running mate is President Joko's son. Do you think this has had an effect on the vote?
Well, the actual impact remains to be seen, but it has spurred much controversy. Professors from more than 10 universities in Indonesia have said his vice presidential candidacy will degrade democracy in the country. Some experts believe that Joko is trying to maintain his political influence even after he is no longer in office. The claims of other candidates seize on the issue, saying that politics in the country are being taken over by Joko's family. If no candidate secure a majority and a runoff is held, the issue is expected to play an even bigger role.
Now, what challenges for Indonesia will the winner of the election need to navigate?
Yeah, social and economic issues are expected to be a key focus for the next president. These include the gap between the rich and poor, as well as job creation, especially for young people. Meanwhile, the outlook for the country's population is creating concerns about economic growth. The working population is expected to exceed the non-working population, but only until the mid-2030s. The question is how the next leader will address this looming issue during a 5-year term. On the diplomatic front, Indonesia also faces regional challenges, such as the South China Sea dispute and conflict in Myanmar. Indonesia has promoted diplomacy as a leader of ASEAN and a key player among the global south. The country has also sought to take advantage of the push for influence in the region by the West, China, and Russia. The government is expected to not only strengthen cooperation with ASEAN, but also exert global influence while seeking to maintain regional stability. So now voters are waiting to see which candidate will become the new leader responsible for navigating Indonesia through this crucial period.
Thank you, Cecilia. And with the vote counting continuing, all eyes are on whether Prabowo will secure a majority of votes in the first round. We'll keep you updated on the unofficial counts as they come in.